What's up, y'all? Back with another reaction video. We're gonna be reacting to something kind of disturbing. I don't like watching shit like this, so we're just gonna get into it. It's some body cam stuff, okay? Let's get into it.
The other night, whenever I was going downstairs to grab clothes, I literally woke up in the back of the car. I don't remember if I went into his car willingly or not.
This type of shit be sad, man. I couldn't even fucking imagine.
A woman finds her missing 15-year-old niece at the home of a 24-year-old man. But when investigators begin asking what happened during the day she was gone, they are met with a horrifying answer.
You said I want you to have my kid.
Yeah, that's just something I do when, like, I guess I'm like falling in love.
The following footage has never been.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I can react to this whole entire video, but we're gonna try to get through it. Okay. This is nasty.
Seen before. On January 22nd, 2025, a 15-year-old girl stepped out of her home in the late-night hours to retrieve clothes from her mother's car. However, she never made it back inside.
Man.
5 days later, police are called to a quiet neighborhood
Simply walking outside of her own house is so sad.
home in Hollywood, Florida.
So my niece has been missing for 5 days. We've been searching, from Ormond Beach, which is up like next to Daytona. I did a whole bunch of my own police work and found his mom's address.
Who's he?
He is, I'm so mad, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Edward
Say it.
Rummel.
Investigators identified 24-year-old Edward Rummel through the teen's most recent internet activity.
Nasty bitch.
When his name was relayed to the teen's family, they launched a search of their own.
He's trying to, I didn't know that she was, you mean you,
Your niece?
my niece, I put her in my car. We called to do well checks for this house.
I heard the
His
call come
dad's
out
house.
earlier today about. To be fair, all I thought was I was like, oh, a girl running around. I thought it was a local person. I had no idea that it was so far away.
Police stopped by Edward's home earlier in the day after the girl's aunt requested a welfare check. According to her, however, nobody answered the door. She and her boyfriend traveled to the home themselves just hours later, where they found Edward and the teenager as they were about to get into his car.
So we hurried up and drove over there, and we put the Tahoe behind their car.
Right.
And I got out of the car. I looked at her, and I was like,
What'd she say?
"Get in the car." And so I walked over, and he's like trying to not let her go. And I
Right.
walked over, and I put myself between him and her, and I told her, I said, "Go get in the car."
Right.
And he was like, "Can we talk?" I was like, "I promise you don't want to talk to me." And
And then he
he,
instantly called somebody on the phone.
then the brothers were like in the throwing signs out the window and like
What the fuck is going
the
on?
window and laughing
I'm a little confused. Did I miss something? What the fuck is going on?
and then blowing smoke in the window. And
Finding the missing girl brought an end to the search, but investigators still must piece together how she ended up over 250 miles from home with a man almost 10 years older. An officer then shares the news with her mother, who immediately
What did I miss? All she did was walk the fuck outside to get a jacket.
voices her anger.
Your sister, I'm assuming, has informed me that we did find your daughter. And we do have the gentleman as well that she was currently with.
I mean, if your gut happens to accidentally go off, he loses phone of its face, I'm not going to complain.
So, question, you are wanting to prosecute.
I know
correct?
that's
You
right,
haven't
Mama.
heard the statement, but
To
yes.
the full extent of the law.
holding out the- You really have no idea. We will go to jail.
Did she run away?
Promise you that.
Police now turn their attention to the 15-year-old girl, whose account of how she ended up with Edward paints a deeply disturbing picture.
The other night, whenever I was going downstairs to grab clothes, I literally woke up in the back of the car.
So how did you gotta understand, how did you end up in his car?
I don't
You don't remember?
I don't remember if I went into his car willingly or not.
Because this sounds more like to me like he kidnapped you.
I
So how
literally
did it
wasn't
start?
let out till just now.
You weren't let out of this house?
Yeah, I was not allowed out of the house till just now.
When you say let out, what do you mean? Somebody
Like-
locked the door?
Like he had a lock on the door all the time.
She will soon give detectives a sinister depiction of what she says took place over the course of those 5 days. But first, they are greeted by the suspect in question.
Hello.
Yeah, I just came up.
Fuck him up.
What's the situation?
What's the situation?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on here, boss.
Okay. Do me a favor,
Listen,
turn around.
listen. I don't care what the fuck happened. Fuck him up. I don't care what that girl did. If she ran away, if she didn't. I don't know what happened. Sounds to me like she got kidnapped. But regardless, she's not in the age yet to make that decision for herself, bro. You nasty fuck.
Being detained. Yes.
I'm so confused on here. Where are you at? Are you? What it is, you say? Okay, man, go fix this up.
Listen,
That's crazy.
What's crazy? Shut up. Shut the
As
fuck up.
detectives speak with Edward and the teenager separately,
Is that really a hill that you want to die on? Fool.
both say they first connected in early to mid-January on Wiz, an app where, according to their website description, young people can safely and authentically express themselves and connect with like-minded peers.
And during that time, like, what were you guys talking about?
Oh, we're just trying to get to know each other.
What's that mean? Explain that to me.
Like, personal stuff, you know. We're trying to have like a relationship between us. And pretty much that's it.
Edward states that while the pair first communicated on Wiz, their conversations eventually shifted to Snapchat and Google Meet.
At any point, did you tell him how old you were?
Yes, ma'am. But he kept telling me to say that I was 20 to his parents and everybody else.
How old did your Wiz profile say?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I put I was older.
And then, as far as when she told you her age, what was that on?
Well, Wiz is that she's 20 on Wiz.
Edward claims to have just learned of her real age when the girl's aunt arrived at the home.
You guys exchanged pictures with each other?
Like, picture how?
Any kind of pictures? Did you send any back?
Yeah.
Explicit ones as well?
Yeah.
Okay. At any point, did he send you any videos, or did you send him any pictures of videos?
I don't remember from my end exactly, but I don't think that I sent anything. I don't think though.
Did he tell you how old he was?
He told me he was younger than what I found out he actually was at first. At first, he told me that he was 17.
She initially used a friend's phone to message Edward after her own had been taken away by her mother. According to police reports, this was due to the teenager conversating with males older than her in an inappropriate manner. She would later switch communication methods to her school-issued computer. However, what she says began as a normal conversation between her and Edward quickly took a troubling turn.
He was talking about how he wanted to get me pregnant and how he wanted to feel up on me and all that.
What did you say to that?
I was like, you're making me really uncomfortable and I'm not okay with that.
You said, I want you to have my kid.
Yeah, that's just something I do when, I guess I'm, falling in love. Always wanted to be a dad.
According to the teen, Edward even appeared outside her school one day as students were being dismissed.
There it is right there. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know who to believe at first, but you showing up outside her school, you know that she's... What the fuck? And why would you tell her that you're 17? Obviously, you're a weirdo, bro. I hope you go to hell. You are going to hell.
She recalls seeing him in a silver car, but says that they never spoke, nor did they ever discuss the bizarre encounter. A week later, they would officially meet.
How did you plan on going to meet each other?
I just asked her straight up, you want to do something? I can pick you up Wednesdays. He said, yeah, we can do something, we can meet up. And I told her, okay, I'm gonna rent a hotel. Are you okay with that? She said, yes, it's great.
He's like, you should come spend the night with me. And then at first, I don't know what I was thinking, but I had agreed. But then I was like, no, that's really weird. I don't want to do that. So I took back what I had said. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to be in town. And I was like, okay, I don't need to know that. I don't want to see you. And then he's like, okay.
Yet Edward says he picked the girl up from her home and drove the two of them directly to a hotel in Ormond Beach. Hotel surveillance footage would show Edward checking into the hotel alone at 8:26 p.m. on the night she went missing. 3 hours later, the teenager is with him.
I remember opening my car door and seeing that same silver car from my school parked next to my house in the apartment area.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see anybody inside of the car, so I was like, that maybe it's a different car. But because my memory's kind of foggy from then, but I remember getting handed a water bottle and like being very dizzy.
Did you have any conversation with him before he handed it to you?
Mm-mm.
At 11:05 p.m. on the night of the teen's disappearance, police records show that she messaged Edward stating, "I'll be coming down soon. I just don't want to be sus about it. I love you." In response, Edward writes back, "I love you more." Faced with conflicting stories, detectives are interested in what may have been captured by surveillance cameras at the apartment complex on the street.
So that apartment complex has video. Do you know what it's going to show?
Probably me getting inside the car.
Is he forcing you in, or are you walking in your own?
I believe I'm walking in on my own, but I remember waking up in the back seat.
Police reports don't mention whether investigators recovered this surveillance footage. The teen confirms that Edward then drove her to the hotel, but her recollection of what happened next would become the most disturbing part of her account.
He had removed my clothing,
Ah.
and then he got on top of me.
No, y'all, I'm skipping this shit. I promise you, I'm not listening to it. We get it.
During that time, did you guys engage in anything, any activity or anything? Explain that to me.
We had pretty much.
And what happened then?
I asked her, I didn't ask her. I told her I'm gonna take her back to the house. She told me that she didn't want to go because of the consequences that was gonna happen between her and her mom. So.
Why would there have been consequences for her going out?
Because that night her mom said she couldn't go out.
Oh, bro,
So
this
she's
is
not
so
going.
this is disgusting. The way that he's just sitting there and talking about this shit like it's fucking normal, bro. He's gonna have fun in jail. He's gonna get turned the fuck out.
Correct. She brought up the idea, "Oh, can I go with you?" And I agreed. I said, "Yeah."
Edward says they checked out of the hotel the following day on January 23rd, driving the two back to his home where she stayed until she was found. He claims that he and the teenager spent their days watching movies, eating, and hanging out. He says he even bought her a phone and that they would text and call while he was at work and she stayed at the house.
During that time, did she ever speak to her mom or make calls or anything like
She texted her mom, I believe so, either Friday or Saturday. She said, "Hey mom, I'm okay. I'll be home Sunday."
that? At any point while she was at your house, did she tell you she wanted to go home?
No.
I asked him to take me home, and then he said he would, but I didn't end up getting to go home.
She told me today. She told me she called her sister, and apparently her mom was gonna kick her out. So, she asked if she can stay with me for the meanwhile.
You've been in contact with your mom since you've been at his house?
No, ma'am.
No, so you haven't spoke to anybody since you've been there?
No, ma'am.
Did he give you a phone?
Yeah, but he was constantly talking to me on it. I couldn't hang up.
Did you ever call your mom on it?
No, sir.
Did you ever try to call 911 on it?
No, sir. I was told if I tried to call anybody like that, then it'd just get worse for me.
You live with your mom too?
Correct.
And she was okay with this girl coming and staying?
She didn't give me a response to it. She just knew about it.
The teenager tells of another chilling detail, explaining why she wasn't able to leave the home.
If you left the house, like if the mom was there and you wanted to leave, were you able to?
No, ma'am.
How come?
Because I wouldn't have a way to get out. Like, I could go outside, but she'd always be like, "Oh, well, where are you going?" And I'd be like, "I'm going home." And she was like, "How are you going to get there? Just wait for him to come back, and so he can drive you."
But he was on the phone with you, you said, right? So
Yes,
he
ma'am,
heard
but-
everything?
Well, I left the phone in the room at one point because somebody had, like, the door was unlocked, so I went to go use the restroom, and his mom's like, "Oh, we'll come out and eat and all that." And then I went back in the room, and then I fell asleep. But as I went to go back to see if, like, the door was unlocked, it was not. The door was locked again. But then whenever he would get home, he'd have it the right way. Like, he'd leave, and he'd basically flip the handles, I guess, while I was asleep or something.
He flipped the handles to lock you inside the bedroom?
Yes, ma'am.
So then how did you get out to go outside or to the bathroom or to eat or anything?
Like, I'm assuming either his mom or one of his
I am so confused.
brothers.
But the girl's aunt finds it hard to believe that Edward's family didn't pick up on anything suspicious.
I mean,
mean to tell me that none of them could tell that she ain't 20 years old? I mean, come on. She doesn't look 20. She don't act 20. She don't,
And
she's not mentally 20.
I'm confused because one, I'm stupid, and two, like, this ain't normal.
She's not anything 20.
The subject of the teenager's age would soon resurface after detectives uncovered another bizarre exchange of messages.
She said the cops were at the door. How come you said this? Remember, you're 20. You're an
Because
adult.
before that conversation, her mom, she told me that she called her sister, and that apparently she said that
I gotta roll up again, y'all. I'm about to throw up. Ooh.
her mom would come and look for her, with the cops.
But she was gonna get kicked out. Why would her mom come look for her?
I have no clue. And she didn't open the door. She said she was scared.
This may have been when police arrived for the welfare check. However, the girl tells investigators she doesn't remember hearing or seeing them. But as both sides continue to contradict one another, detectives are eager for the truth.
What if I read all the emails between you two? Would it show that you plan to meet up? All right.
But then, like.
And I saw the Snapchats too.
According to the police report, the teenager had previously made remarks to her mother about being abducted. The topic seemed to, quote, spark interest in the child, but she says that the horrors she described are anything but imaginary.
He had tried to be like, oh, well, why don't you just be my girlfriend and have my baby and all that? And I was like, I don't want to date you. I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
I just don't want to be in this situation, you know what I mean?
According to court documents, Edward was initially charged with lewd and lascivious battery of a victim 12 to 16 years of age, lewd or lascivious, and computer. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. However, the state attorney declined to proceed with the case. Watch our full videos as they were originally made.
That one was a bit confusing to me. That was weird. It was all over the place. That shit was nasty. I don't mean to be fucking over dramatic about shit. I don't think I'm being over dramatic. I have a child that's literally like 9 years younger than this young lady. So like, this shit is fucking weird, man. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Road to 10K. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.